Yo, we got the webcam rolling, dog, and fuck, I need a haircut. But yeah, Jon Jones has ruined his fucking legacy, man, because he doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. It's been about a year and a half now, man. Jon Jones, he's a great fighter, you know. Apart from all the wife beating and the drug abusing and the pregnant lady crashing, he's a great guy. I shook his hand one time. Dude, Tom Aspinall has retired Jon Jones without even fighting him, dude. He's absolutely ruined his legacy. This is honestly embarrassing for the UFC. Dana's bald head, man. Honestly, he used to be good. I don't know what happened in between. They sold to Disney and he just switched. Now he's just a fucking... Dude, I don't want to say shit, you know? By the way, all the previous shit I said about Jones, it's alleged. Although it's not, but you know it is. Dude, but Dana's out here promoting boxing for no reason. He's supporting the ops. You're the ops now if you're fucking supporting the ops. You know what I mean? Dana's not part of us. Make me in charge of the fucking management and the matchmaking and all this shit, and I'll come up with some bangers, dude. I'll come up with some bangers. It's not even that hard. Just honestly, ChatGPT could make better fights than this guy. And it's not even like the UFC is doing good or anything. Like, we have Blanchfield versus Barber coming up in a couple of days. Who the fuck is watching that? Who the fuck is watching that? Dana out here acting like, oh, we're the superior league and we're gonna help out all these smaller guys and stuff like that. No, dude. What the fuck? But anyways, let's get back to the whole Jones ducking situation. What he's currently doing, it's called the poison chalice condition. So basically, he acts like he's complying. He acts like, all right, I'll fight the guy, but just give me 40 mil in return. Like double or triple of what Conor McGregor is getting paid. You know what I mean? And he knows, obviously, the UFC is not going to be able to pay that kind of shit. So he's going to be able to get away from the Tom fight by acting like, oh, I was going to take the fight, but they just didn't comply with my conditions. It's bullshit. People are talking about how Dana is just defending him because of the whole ESPN deal or whatever. Honestly, I think it's just meat riding. And I don't mean that in like a glazing way. I mean that like, I think there was actually some meat riding in the back rooms that was caught on camera, and Jones has the footage. I think that's the reason why Dana's been acting up. I mean, on a recent call a couple days ago, Jones admitted like, I'm done, man, I'm done. He also admitted that like he's already told the UFC his plans, but the UFC is refusing to tell the people what it is. He's probably told them, nah, I ain't doing it anymore. Or maybe he's referring to the 40 million deal, 50 million deal, whatever, that he isn't gonna get paid. Maybe that's his whole thing. But dude, he ain't gonna fight again. He ain't gonna fight again. He's fucking ducking Tom Aspinall. If Tom Aspinall never existed, I think he would have gotten 2-3 more fights in, but he doesn't have an option right now. He either bounces or he gets slept out cold in a minute, and he knows it. And by the way, he's still trying to get a fight in. He's trying to call out 800-pound, 50-year-old DC from retirement, calling him out for a fight now. It's wild the extent that a man can go to duck another man, dude. This is embarrassing. This is the GOAT that the UFC is trying to promote. This is like the guy. This is, if you hear UFC, you should think of Jon Jones. This is the guy they want to push. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he ain't scared. He's a fighter. How can he be scared? Yeah, I know he's not scared to get hit by some dude. We know that. What we're saying is he's scared to ruin his fucking legacy because he knows he's going to ruin his legacy if he fights Tom Aspinall. And he also knows he's going to be slept out cold in front of the world. There's going to be millions of people watching this shit. It's going to be all over Instagram and this and that. He knows this. Dude, Jones is not a dumb guy. He's just retarded. But fuck, I'm gonna get demonetized. To all the Jones defenders out there, why the fuck doesn't he just shut all the fans up who are hating on him by just sleeping Tom Aspinall? Why doesn't he just go out of there and do that? He knows what happens if he fights Tom Aspinall. He himself admitted, man, like, yeah, they finally found a guy that's more athletic than me and bigger than me, so all I need is 50 million, you know, I'll fight the guy. I don't want to risk my legacy fighting this guy. He said something along those lines. I mean, he already sounds defeated. And for all the people saying, oh, everyone said this about the Gane fight. Everyone was saying, oh, Gane is going to destroy Jones. Dude, Jones was a favorite going into that fight. And this was before we know how Jones would fare at heavyweight. We didn't know anything about it. And still, he was still a favorite going into that fight. He is an underdog going up against Tom Aspinall. I think by the time the odds close, he'll probably be a 200 underdog. And I've stated this many times, man. I'm so sure. This is one of the most sure I am about any fight in the UFC that can possibly be made right now. Tom Aspinall sleeps Jon Jones in a minute. This will be one of his fastest finishes that he's gotten in the UFC so far. And this includes all of the fat fucking, you know, the fat flyweights. This includes all of them. Many people are saying, oh, it would be a close fight. I think even the Guru and Lucas Tracy, all these like big other YouTubers, you know what I mean? They're all saying it'll be a close fight with Jones. I don't know, I could side with Jones, but like, you know, maybe they're trying to lure Jones in, you know. I'm not gonna be too quick to judge. But yeah, as far as the fight goes, it's a complete wipeout. One thing I know for certain is Jon Jones is not gonna take this fight with Aspinall. I know this now. You know, I was a little bit like, oh, maybe he'll take it. Maybe, like, you know, I was hopeful. But now I am like 99% sure he's not going to take the fight. Dude, Dana, just kick him, you bald fuck. I don't know what's happening. Like, who's in control of this whole shit? But even if Jones is gone, like, who does Tom fight, bro? Like, he's cleared out the division low-key. Obviously, Gans there's an option, but like, he's coming off a robbery win against Volkov. Then there's Volkov himself, who, you know, Tom has already finished him in round 1. Then there's Pavlovich, finished him in round 1. Curtis Blades finished him in round 1. Jailton Almeida is there, who beat number 7 ranked Sergei Pavlovich, before which he beat some unranked dude, before which he lost to Curtis Blades. So, you know, I think Almeida is like a win or 2 away from getting the title. But yeah, what's there for Aspinall, man? Like a Tybura rematch? Like, what the fuck? It's really only Aspinall and Jones that are relevant currently in the heavyweight division. Honestly, not even Jones. He just has one rigged looking win in the past 5 years, man. I know, yeah, also the Stipe match at 45 years old, whatever. Fucking forgot about that one. Like, look, man, this would be a great fight for us to see, especially considering I know the results and what a jackass Jones is as a human being. But we're not gonna see it. We're just not gonna see it. And honestly, I understand Jones chickening out, man. You know, like, how's he a duck if he's living his best life in Thailand with the boys, you know what I mean? Like, getting all cuddly and cozy and shit. Like, how's he a duck? Like, man, this is a huge stain on Jones's legacy. There will always be that lurking every time the Jones conversation is gonna come up, and we're gonna be talking about this. We're going to be talking about Tom Aspinall. Honestly, when you look into his legacy as well, like, there's a lot of luck and shit like that involved, you know what I mean? Always outsizing his fat flyweight opponents and shit, and injuries involved, and favorable stylistic matchups. I'll make a video on his legacy once he retires for good, which I'm expecting to be within the next month or so. But yeah, that's the vid, man. But we ain't getting the fight. Honestly, Jones is smart for not taking the fight. He knows he'll get slept. But at least he wouldn't look like a fucking pussy. The face of the UFC, at least he wouldn't look like a pussy if he took the fight and got slept out cold, which he would have. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, brother. Anyways, see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy.